Welcome to Hank's Place. Today we want to give hope to all you zombies out there. Not a zombie? Listen up, you might want to think again. Let's look at Matthew's Gospel, chapter 8, the first 17 verses. After recounting details of Jesus' birth, temptation, Sermon on the Mount, Matthew records powerful events at the beginning of Jesus' ministry. There's a leper, there's a Roman soldier, a family member, and unidentified multitudes in just 17 verses. Our focus is primarily upon the leper. The man obviously had leprosy. This terrible, contagious, debilitating disease caused a progressive death over a period of 20 to 30 years, and there was no cure. A person died by inches as body parts grew numb, diseased, and rotted off. A person with leprosy was dead while alive, the living dead, like a zombie. By the way, leprosy is also a perfect model of sin and how it destroys a person bit by bit. Think about it. Well, this zombie came to Jesus by himself. There was no one to help, having no hope in this world, no promise, no invite. Nevertheless, he came to Jesus and worshiped in his very coming, in his posture, in his words, in honoring, in respect, and in confidence. If you are willing, he said, you can heal me. Healing of leprosy, mind you, was on par with raising the dead. But this leper didn't question Jesus' ability to cure even a zombie like him. Jesus, moved with compassion, it says in Mark chapter 1, verse 41, said, I am willing, and touched him. Jesus touched the zombie, this picture of sin. He didn't have to touch him, but he did. Jesus didn't have to touch our sin, but he did. He took it upon himself, bearing its punishment, and carried our sin away. Hallelujah. That leper was cleansed. Friend, what about you? Are you sick with something incurable, perhaps? Are you full of sin? Well, come to Jesus. Get a hold of Jesus and let him touch you and be healed. God's grace is abundant. It's not about you, you see. It's all about Jesus. Whatever form our zombieism may take, Jesus is our cure. In the account of the Roman centurion that follows, we find that the centurion has a sick slave. Under Roman law, a person could kill his slave if the slave was ill or unable to work. But this centurion has compassion. He pleads for the life of his slave. Pretty remarkable, don't you think? He thinks of others, even his slave, and understands faith better than anyone in Israel. We can gain wisdom here, can't we? Faith, compassion, and Jesus, put it together, it leads to miracles, Next, Peter's mother-in-law is laying down sick, but Jesus heals her with the touch of his hand, and there's no mention of faith. You can't put healing in a box, you see, when it comes to Jesus, my friend. And then they brought to him many who were ill or demonized, and it says he healed them all. And the implication is that he dealt with each one by one, because he cares for each one of us individually. We matter to Jesus. Today, are you a zombie? Have you got an incurable disease? Have you got sin? Lots of sin? Well, Jesus cares. Isn't it time you got a hold of Jesus today, the God of compassion, and let him deal with all that nastiness, and you'll come alive?